Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII, where today we're going to go take on the Pagoda. Now I will say, if you are going for, all 4 enemy skill materials with every ability, which I don't know why anybody would, you only need 3, then don't do this yet. You save this till much later in the game, as the final fight in this Pagoda uses the Trine ability. And by the time you get the 4th enemy skill, it's the only way to learn Trine. We're fighting Gorky first. So this is just a series of battles. You get a heal in between each battle, so I mean it's not the end of the world, but they are one-on-one battles with Yuffie, but I mean they're not very difficult, to be honest with you. Well worth it. They do hit quite hard, some of them, but we want a good old enemy skill. I can't believe he's just used fucking regen, like, but you know, can't believe I just swallowed that early into a video neither. But we'll do a little bit of healing. There's nothing we can't keep on top of here. So I have got Yuffie back road with Adam and Bangle, I believe. Yeah, Adam and Bangle. But we've got Q2, which honestly ain't doing a lot for us. Hey, counterattack finally popped up. I have got counterattack material on it, just in case it comes in handy. It's very rare the counterattack material ever actually gets a chance to be used, so I thought, when in Rome, let's see if I can make it viable. A nice little slice and dice. Wait, it's not slice and dice, it's doing with the living. Just high single target damage, really. And there's Gorky, the power done. You handled that pretty good. You do have to individually heal in between each fight, though, which is a bit of a pain. I could also give her Cloud's Cure Materia for regen, but yeah. We'll just stay top them as we're going through it. It's not the end of the world. So what's next? Magic? Speed? Defense? Jake. The punk. I can't believe we got away with that in 1997, mind you. I can't believe we got away with having Bimbo Girl in it in 1997. And that's just ridiculous to me, but and not ridiculous to me as in that, you know, it's offensive. It's just generally the sensors were quite good at picking up on things like that and, you know, getting rid of it. They normally didn't allow that to happen. It's Chekhov's turn to watch. Speed. Speed. And it turns into an angry penguin, bomber penguin. Haha, get dodged. I can't remember what this enemy's name actually is. I know the last one we just fought, you find them outside of Rocket Town. This one you find outside of Cosmo Canyon. This enemy model specifically. I mean, this one's just, it doesn't hit very hard. I have haste, I have counter attack, I have physical attacks for days, and we're getting rage bombed. The only problem with Rage Bomb is it does inflict fury, so physical attacks can, wait, not just physical attacks, all attacks are a bit harder to land when you've got fury. Q2, wow. I do apologise for any just stupid noises I make, it happens from time to time. And there we go. Honestly, that heal probably makes it so I don't actually have to heal in the next fight. But I'm thinking I might actually just keep. Yeah, I might actually just keep him. I might actually just keep Fury. Actually, I might change the Materia setup. Tell you what, who's got what? He's got that. So let's go No. Let's do that. Plus elemental. Don't need chocobo lower. So we'll get a chocobo lower for a store. And that all material and just as this, you know. Like, see, I'm working on a chocobo material, just I'm positive the higher level of chocobo material, the easier it is to actually encounter a chocobo. Which we will be doing much later on. Yeah, no. Quite a while still yet till we do the chocobos. Now we get to fight Chekhov. I got insurance, my dude. Ho, 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 ho. We're fighting Santa Claus. If you hadn't guessed, the changes is, well, that's what they specialise in. So the first one was physical damage, power change, and it's speed. With speed change, obviously, with shape. This one's magic change, so they're going to do more magical damage. And generally, the way I look at it, magic users take a lot of physical damage. Apparently, magic users don't attack very often neither. Like, sorry if you can hear me dog in the background there. I will have a bit of, we'll do a bit of Bloodfest. Let's get Bloodfest on the go. Let's go! Bum, bum. Bum. It's just a much smaller, much shorter version of Doom of the Living. It's all Bloodfest is. So apologise about the cough there. Oh, we get an ice ring for that one. No prizes for getting, guess what the ice ring does. And that's right, you use it after you've had a dodgy curry the night before and it keeps you nice and cool the day after. Yeah, but you weren't expecting that. We'll get the Healy's in there. We'll keep everyone's MP topped up. Ah, the ice ring. Whoops, an accessory. We've got Page Ring, Berserk, Fury, Sadness, and the ice ring nullifies cold attacks. So anything that's cast as any ice magic, essentially, you take 0 damage from. So what's next? So we've had attack, speed, power, power, speed, magic. The 5 stuff, the 4th, so the Master of Weaponry. Let's do it. So this dude should be a little bit harder. He should just be like a good mix. He is essentially a Medouge. I hate Medouges because they can blind me. And I don't like being blinded. So, honestly, it's been fun, my guy, but I'm going to drown you. Let's Jethro tell him. 850 is not fantastic, to be fair. What do we do physical-wise? No, we'll continue with physical attacks, and our physical attacks are hitting harder. This dude doesn't hit very hard. This dude just has a lot of health. If I'm completely honest. Like, this can be done much later in the game with much better weapons, materia combinations, accessories, armor. But this does satisfy, I suppose, having Yuffie out for a little spin. We haven't used Yuffie much, really, to be fair. Well, we haven't used them much since, was it the boat? When we crossed the Costa del Sol, I think was the last time we used it. Used her. If we lost to her, it's time to face him. The one, the master of the tower. Well, obviously we can't walk up there till everybody else has. This master of the tower is this is the whole reason I've got, obviously, lightning elemental on my armor. The whole reason I changed around there, because like I said, he can use Trine. The final fight in this tower can use the enemy skill Trine. Trine is it's not a hard hitting lightning attack. I think it's stronger than Bolt 2, but just say weaker than Bolt 3, but it's cheaper than Bolt 3 to cast EOE, and it doesn't suffer from the slight penalty spells get from AoE casting, which is why enemy skills so good. It's like blue magic. It's always the best bet. Try your skills against me. That's right. We are fighting Lord Godo. We are fighting Yuffie's dad for boss time. And Luffy's dad is a weird looking dude, and I'm gonna get a big guard out straight away. Be sold. Miss. Wow. That was a lot of animation for nothing, really. What you gonna do now? Is he healing? Oh, he mini-does? Well, we can kill that with a white wind, so I'm not really that worried. I grow. Papa, I am big. This beast sword connects after I put an attack in. It's it. 213, that's not a lot, that. Oh, we're getting bio-2'd. I'm gonna do him with the living, and then after this my next turn I will white wind to not only heal but hopefully get rid of poison. Pretty sure white wind gets rid of poison. Pretty sure it's just fury and sadness, it doesn't actually heal. What are you doing, geezer? Why are you flapping your arms? So base sword, we know that doesn't do too much, that's nothing to worry about. Ooh, we missed the counter. Because we're furied, and then because we countered we took an extra tick of poison. We're no longer poisoned. Do you know what? Take a little beater. Pretty sure, like every other Final Fantasy, your magic stats aren't affected by being minis. No, it's not. You mini me, I set you on fire. You on fire, you no can kill. But for winning that fight, we get all creation as well as 40,000 gil. If you come here with, I mean, honestly, if you do that fight with a double growth weapon, double growth armor, a gil plus materia, you can actually make a lot of money on that. To be quite honest with you, it's not terrible. But then again, we can just master an all materia or two and sell it, and we never have to worry about money ever again in this game. Yep, 2 cycles, just beat each other up, and now they're gonna lie on the floor, either laughing or convulsing. I can't tell which it is. This time I gave this to you, Luffy. We get the Leviathan Materia as well. So, Luffy's going to go on a little tirade here. Leviathan is our only other access to water-based damage to a Materia. Now we have got the dragon skills that I stole from the Sea Worm, which is a free Aqua Lung. And obviously at the minute we have the other 2 enemy skills with Aqua Lung, but unfortunately we don't have a 3rd enemy skill quite yet. But Leviathan isn't a terrible Materia. Now there is another summon as well as an enemy skill later on in the game that I'm going to talk about. I might even talk about it now because, I mean, we're a distance from it, but we're not that far from it in reality. But obviously the Kajata and Magic Breath. One's a summon, one's an enemy skill. Kajata isn't as, I wouldn't say, MP to damage wise, it's nowhere near as good as Magic Breath. Magic Breath is the most damaging AoE magic spell in the game. It deals fire, ice, lightning damage. Silence! Yeah, use that material, cast silence on them. Go on, Godo. But if the enemy absorbs even one of them elements, they absorb the entire attack. Whereas, I mean, Typhoon works similar. Typhoon's wind elemental. It's the only other access to wind elemental damage you get in this game apart from Chokmog. I really don't know what they were doing, excluding, by bare minimum, a rogue out of the enemy skills. Even if they added a rogue, so you had an AoE wind option or a single target wind option, as it would be after when Raps used it, it would actually make saving this till later on worth it. Because now I've done this, I mean, we'll be back to Wutai once on like this, what, disc, late disc 2, early disc 3, somewhere around there, before I even consider coming back here. And even that is just for a quick treasure run. Well, just tell you, say you want a big ship and leave the rest to old Seed. Cloud's just going to shrug his shoulders because he doesn't have a clue what Sid just said. Go, Yuffie, for the sake of a Wutai. Go, Yuffie. You must save Wutai. That isn't meant to be a bad accent, by the way, that's just the way it came out. I just imagine Godo talking like that, I don't know what it is. Wutai does seem very, almost traditional Japanese to me. I mean, to me it's meant to be traditional Japanese, I mean it's ninjas. Oh, after the battle is over. Even Godo wants us to nick all the Materia. Come back alive, or bring all the Materia. Yuffie, just say the word, I'll lend you a couple of all Materias. We'll get your... We'll get you back in the positives there. I'll give you story mass at all Materials, man. That's like 3.6 million to pump back into your economy at Wutai. As an apology for the fact that I was once a member of Soldier and we killed all of your people. I wasn't sure what it is, but these are weapons I've still yet to equip on the party members that I've got. But we get all creation for Yuffie, so that's what I'll... Is that 3 level 4 limits kicked off now? We'll set that and it's just... See, I feel like Yuffie has the same problem Red gets with his limits and Barret. They go from these really cool damage and level 3 limits that have high DPS value against a single target to a single hit or a 2-hit AoE. And it's like that's a lot of the reason why I use this limit mod that I use. Right, this mod that I use that adds limits separate, but still gives me access to the rest of the limits. And that's because obviously a lot of the limits are absolutely useless. I mean, let's have a look at Yuffie's, for example, right? So Grace Lightning, single AoE, Clear Tranquil is a heal. It's weird that Yuffie's got like the mantra of a monk when she's a ninja, but you know, Landscaper, single target AoE, Bloodfest, Landscaper, single target, Landscaper AoE, Bloodfest, single target, Gauntlet AoE, Doom of the Living, great against single targets. Then you got All Creation, which again is an AoE. And it's like, I don't want these big hidden AoEs for boss battles, like they don't do the job. But what I'm going to do here is I'm actually just going to cut till we get back over to the boat, which is, the boat's a lovely blue flashing dot on our minimap. And obviously if you ever need the buggy, it's the green flashing dot. I don't know why it's a green flashing dot on a map, but it's easy to see when it's like that. So I'll meet you back to the buggy, I'll get all my material and everything jigged around the way it should be and everything back to how it was, and the other party members equipped with their newer weapons and whatnot. And yeah, I'll meet you at the Tiny Bronco. Right, so we're back here at the Tiny Bronco, where, if you remember, we're meant to head to see Dio at the Gold Square. No, the Gold Saucer. The Gold Square. Gold Square. The Gold Saucer. So we can get the keystone for the Temple of the Ancients. But I just want to go on a little detour here to where I'm not sure, but I want to go on a tiny little detour here to see if I can pick something up now. There's 2 things I want to see if I can get, to be honest with you. One of them I'm pretty sure I can, if I can just remember where in the world I get what enemy I get it from. Well, not what enemy, I know what enemy I get it from. I'm looking for a big red thing. From what area I get it from. I'm not 100% what area I get it from. The other one, I'm not 100% I can even do yet, to be honest. But as always, I'm willing to experiment and find out. So one thing I want to see if I can do is I want to see if I can go in here. See if they'll let us go into the forest at the back or not yet. Oh, they will. So back here is the sleeping forest. Is what this is. And you need the lunar harp to get through it. I mean, you can run through the screens. Pretty sure if I can get... Oh, there it is, there it is. Aha! The Kujata Materia. We'll be coming here before long anyway, but I thought I'd do a quick little run down here. I have put Leviathan on Yuffie for now. And I guess I'll squeeze in... I mean, I don't mean to manipulate at the minute. We'll put the Kujata on Cloud for the time being, just so I can show it off for the one time. Same as Leviathan, you know. Might as well show it off. Now, I say we'll be coming here before long, but I thought it saves us trying to pick it up on the way back through later on. And it just makes it life a little bit easier. Now, I can't remember if the enemy I'm after spawns around here or not. Oh, we're going to have a little look. Oh, it does. There it is. This is Big Red Guy. It has an actual name. Vlakordas. And we want to steal from Vlakordas. Just the once, if I remember rightly. We get a carob nut. Now, that carob nut we will be using much later for breeding chocobos. I mean, look, this thing doesn't hit very hard, but it's got a bucket of life. Like, honest. It's got a lot of life, and I don't know if laser works on it. It might be immune to gravity, but we can see Leviathan. You see the water god Leviathan in all his watery glory. And 2509, I mean, that would be EOE as well. Then Tetra Disaster. So this is Kujata. As you can see, starts with the lightning, into the ice, into the fire. And you're about to see Kujata himself is just a really big angry bull that also deals earth damage. I mean, that's 1,000 more damage than what Leviathan was doing, our next best. Cloud, can you get a Heelys in place? Does laser work on this dude? It'd be really handy if it does. Oh, it does. That's on level 4. I mean, I'm just going to laser it down. So I don't think level 4 suicide works here. No, it doesn't. So we'll just laser him to death. Yuffie, you can't kill him with laser. Laser is gravity based, so it is just doing a percentage. But if I have Yuffie and Sid laser him, and Cloud can just attack, so we will get him. We will get him eventually. Violent advance. See, he doesn't do a lot of damage. He just has an absolute monstrous amount of health for no reason. There's no reason this dude needs so much health. But he has it. And I hate that he has so much health. I think after these two lasers, to be honest with you, we're well underneath the amount of health that he... Yeah, I think we can start just hitting him with our regular attacks now. Yeah, you see, he doesn't hit very hard. Violent advance at 127, and even his bolt attack, was a bolt ball, was dealing like what? 300 damage, if that. You get hardly anything from him either. But we needed that nut. We needed the carob nut. If you want to breed chocobos. We want some other nuts, but there's only certain nuts that I'm after for breeding the chocobos, and the carob is one of them. So now that that's done, I guess it's going to be gold sorcering time. So I'm pretty sure that's all we've got to do. The gold saucer is in that direction there, and I am over here. And that is Midgar. So I'm guessing I want to. The Tiny Bronco is the most hated, my most hated vehicle in this game. But you know. Sorry about that. I had the cat meowing at stupid o'clock at night here for no apparent reason whatsoever apart from the fact he can. But you know, cats be doing what cats be doing. So we're going to slowly make our way around the gold source now, and I mean, once we get outside North Coral, probably is where we're going to call it for the day. I hate the Tiny Bronco. I really do. It's probably where we're going to call it for the day. But I thought we'd at least make it there on the boat, you know. On the boat. I mean, it's an aeroplane, but I guess on the boat. And next episode is the all-important date episode that I've been waiting for, to see if we've done everything the right way, to get the exact date outcome that I wanted. Now, to get to the gold saucer, you have to swim. You have to go. I mean, you can park here, I guess, if you wanted to, and take the. You can take the buggy. There's absolutely nothing stopping you, and this thing will magically end up right where you are. But I mean, the gold saucer is right here, so why wouldn't I park it here? Now, my Materia setup probably isn't going to change in between episodes, and I'm pretty happy with how I've got everyone set up at the minute. I mean, it's going to stay like this for the majority. All that you're going to see is once I've started mastering some of these magic materials, they're just going to slowly disappear. I'm not going to have them equipped anymore, because honestly, they're useless. Even the summer materials for the most part are useless. But for now, until I just get them mastered, just so I can sell them. But I mean, so even like I can say, oh, we keep fire, lightning, and ice because they can come in handy. And it's like, what are they coming in handy for though? I'm not going to use them for elemental junction for me attack or me defense, because I've got the summer material that can do that. I'm not going to use them to cast offensively because I've got enemy skills to do that. And I know obviously, magic in previous Final Fantasies, magic was always king. There's very few Final Fantasies where you were, I know that way, one was DPS, physical DPS, but your black mage could shred chaos. 2, they made everything in 2 really difficult for no apparent reason, but if you could be bothered to level your magic up to 16, then it was 100% worth it. It would do absolute numbers. 3 again, the mage was up, black mage was up there along with ninja and for damage, unless you had Onion Knight. 4, I mean, in 4, Rydia was always useful. Be it with a black magic or a summons, Rydia was fantastic in 4. 5, to be honest with you, even in 5, blue magic in 5, absolutely shredded. So did black magic. 6, obviously, I mean, 2 you main party members, and 6 were majors. 7 and 8, for some reason, they decided to have a little bit of fun with it and completely change how things were going to work. And from that point, it was sort of like, well, do we really need all this magic if our party can do things that doesn't necessarily require it? Yes, I've got elemental hail on Yuffie. It makes no difference, it's just to level it up, and the elementals are there to gain levels. Just checking me all materials to see how they're coming along, because the sooner we get one of them 5-star, the better. Same as obviously fire, lightning, ice. The reason they're there, that transforms there for the same reason. Chocobo Lure is getting close to being done. Counter attack. The more stars on counter attack, the easier, the more chance you've got counter attacking. Cloud manipulate, just because I do use Manipulate quite a lot actually for some enemy skills and also just because it's fun. So, oh, it's all Materia's getting real close actually. Both of them are. Even the third one's not that far away actually. I will be in some real money soon. If I didn't unequip Cloud, if I didn't unequip all the Materias when I was doing the Materia grinding, I would be sat on such a pretty penny right now. And even just standard playing the game, I think you can be as well, to be honest. Now, I have took the adamant bangles off everyone, we all diamond bangled up. Oh, sorry about that, yawns there. I can't think of another time I'm going to be using the adamant bangle, to be honest with you. If you are going to go the magic route, the Eden court, the Dying court, on, well, anybody apart from Yuffie apparently, because Yuffie has a 0 magic stat. But especially on Aerith, can be really, really good. As you can see, I've built all my characters to survive and hit physically rather than magically, and it works. It just works. But this is where we're going to leave it. Yeah, this is where we're going to leave it. I had a think there. Yeah, this is where we're going to leave it for the day. And when we come back, we'll go see about getting that keystone from Dio, as well as playing Pigu. Sorry. But we'll go get this keystone of Dio when we come back, and we'll go see what the Temple of Ancients has in store for us. But for now, this is Daddy Gladdy, signing out. Have a good day.